Hello friends! Today I want to share with you a recipe that I have been obsessing over. I made it initially for teacher gifts and then I had a few left over and I demolished them. I ate all of them because they are so delicious. I've been seeing this recipe floating around and I was like, I don't know if it's going to be great. Take it from me. They are delicious and there's only a couple ingredients in here, so they're super simple to make. So let me show you what you're going to need. Some Oreos, of course, they are called Oreo Balls. Have I mentioned that? So you need 1 pack of Oreos, but I bought this humongous pack from Costco. So I just pulled out 3 sleeves, which I think is a little bit more than the normal average size pack. You're also going to need about half a block, a little bit more of cream cheese, and then some chocolate for melting. And then also, if you want to keep this recipe vegan or dairy free, because Oreos are accidentally vegan, does not make them healthy, but they are vegan, you can use vegan cream cheese. I was making them in bulk. I made 4 batches of this for the teachers that I had to give them to. I had 7 teachers. And so I just bought the cream cheese in bulk. It was cheaper that way. Moving on, what you're going to do is throw all of the Oreos. You don't have to separate them. Just throw them all in a food processor. Super simple and easy. And then I just pulsed it on low for just a couple of minutes until you come out with this fine powder-like substance. It's so satisfying. It doesn't clump together yet, but they're like Oreo crumbs. So delicious. Although I didn't eat the Oreo crumbs, but I will confess that I did eat some Oreos before I pulsed them down. I mean, that's like a law. When you're making something or baking something, you got to test it, taste test while you're going through. Okay, and then we're going to do, this is an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and I used about 6, maybe 6.5 ounces there, a little bit more than half. Some of the recipes that I was reading through said to use half, but I just feel like that wasn't enough for the balls to really form. So I did a little bit more cream cheese and the balls came out perfectly. So I'm just breaking the cream cheese up in little bits so it's easier to pulse. And I threw it in the food processor and I'm pulsing it all together. And again, I did this for just a couple of minutes. It's super quick, simple. The hardest part of this is letting it, harden in the fridge. Okay, and this is once it balls together in the food processor, that's when, you're done pulsing. And then you can just take it out. And I threw mine onto the counter on the surface. And the very first time I did this, I still had a bit of chunks of cream cheese. I think because, and another thing I didn't mention earlier is you need your cream cheese to be room temperature. So if it's not room temperature, it might not cream all the way. So you might have little balls of it, of the cream cheese. So you can just mix it with your hands. It's no big deal. You can get in there. You're going to be touching it with your hands anyway when you form them into balls. So luckily this blended really well. So I have my little cookie scoop over there. I think it's about a tablespoon cookie scoop, maybe a bit bigger than that. You know what? I think I'm going to go with a tablespoon. It's just a normal size cookie scoop, not too big, not too small. And if you want to know, because I wanted to know when I was trying to make these in bulk, I was like, how many balls will this make just from one batch? And from the 3 sleeves from this huge box, it made 21 balls. And then it had crumbs left over that I obviously scraped off the counter and ate. It's too good to pass up. And it's egg free, so you can totally binge it. But here I am rolling all the balls up and it made 21. And then what you're going to want to do is throw them into the fridge and just let them harden maybe an hour or so. And in hindsight, I think a really great addition to these would just be throwing in some peanut butter powder. Oh man, would that make it taste like Reese's? I don't know, but I really think it would. I'm going to have to try it out. Let me know if you've tried that out. Okay, and then the next step is you're going to want to make a double boiler or melt some chocolate in the microwave. I have really bad luck melting chocolate in the microwave, so I always use the double boiler method where you just get a pot, fill it a little bit with water, and then bring it to a boil, throw a glass, a glass bowl over it, and melt the chocolate. This way, the chocolate doesn't burn, it's good to go, and it melts really quick, easy, no fuss. And you're going to want to melt the chocolate. And then once it's all melted, you grab your Oreo balls out of the fridge and just start rolling them in the chocolate. It's super simple. I tap off the excess chocolate, just one, so I don't have to melt double the amount of chocolate. And two, well, I don't really know why. I think it makes them look smoother when I just tap them. The chocolate kind of runs down and it doesn't form like this big ball underneath them. Do you know what I mean? So I just went through all of them and covered them with chocolate. It's like chocolate on top of chocolate. Who won't like this? Well, I guess if you're allergic to chocolate, I mean. And here they are, all finished. And as you can see, there's a couple balls missing. I ate one, Alex ate one. We couldn't resist, you know what I mean? And then after this step, you throw them back in the fridge to harden. And this actually takes a little longer, at least an hour, 2 hours to harden. And then you can throw them in a Tupperware bin. And I don't know how long these are going to last because they never last longer than like a day in our house, maybe 2 days. But there they are all finished. Don't they look so supreme? And if you want to be extra fancy, you can throw, before the chocolate has hardened, you can throw some ground up Oreo bits on top of it. And I mean, it'll look like it came from a bakery. I'm not that fancy, but maybe you are. Anyway, that is what the inside looks like. So delicious, so supreme. Can you get enough of that? Oh man, are you drooling? But that is it. Super simple, right? So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you, make these on a day that you want a super delicious treat. And you will not regret it. Well, maybe you will if you ate too many like I did. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.